It should happen.
What?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. When I was a young warthog, growing up in a small town, Parowan, Utah, and Parowan is a Paiute word, which means literally the middle of nowhere. We didn't have 24-hour restaurants, we didn't have 24-hour anything, we didn't have casinos. So we had to come up with our own ways to have fun. Well, it just so happened that my grandmother was a seamstress in our little town, and she gave me this magical thimble at the age of 7. It was so much fun to play with. Well, you're thinking, how could a thimble be fun? But it was. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It was a fabulous toy because when it would go into the hand, I take it off just like this, a little blow and a rub, and it disappeared completely. I didn't know what was going on until it appeared on my other finger. This is when it started to get really crazy. With the wave of a hand, I had 2, one on each finger. So I took one off, in an attempt to make it so that Grandma didn't know I had another thimble, but it came right back. I didn't want her to think I was stealing these from her, so I put this one in my pocket, but it just kept popping back out. So I took one more and put it in my pocket, and they just kept coming back. Now this one I take and put it in my pocket. Just watch. Because what happened now was so interesting. Wait a second. Those aren't supposed to be in there. Okay, I'll set those there for now. Where'd the thimble? Oh, it went into the other pocket. I can feel it. There it is. There it is. Mr. Fuzzums, tearing up the whole entire house. But what else could a cat do? I used to have a house full of cats, and then they got into the fridge, they drank the lemonade, and now I've got a house full of sourpusses, and they're acting up on me. One thimble passed to the pocket. Now I could see them in front of my eyes, almost as if they were real. And when I would grab for them, they would appear, just like magic. And I ended up with 4 thimbles, one on each finger. But what I'm wondering is, where on earth did these rings come from? Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Andrew. Yeah, you can clap at home too. Andrew, where are you from?
Utah.
You're from Utah. Very nice. It's a beautiful country out there. I really enjoy Utah. And what do you do, Andrew? What's your hobby?
Strategy games.
Strategy games. And I believe you're a writer as well.
Writer, history, yeah.
Writer and a very, very good historian. That's very interesting. Well, my hobby is magic. Andrew, today I want to share with you some close magic. You can see it right before your eyes with 1, 2, 3, and 4 solid rings. Okay? And on the count of 3, these rings will pass solid through solid, right through each other. Count with me, please. 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. How did that happen? Well, Andrew, touch your finger to the ring right here. Oh, you didn't have to, because it came off anyway. If you take that ring and hold it like this, take it off your arm and hold it just like this, you can spin it around whatever you want. But I don't want to hit your fingers, okay? So hold that tight. That's perfect. Thumbs to the side is good. Move a little closer so the people at home can see this. 1, 2. In your hands, and I always believe that real magic happens in your hands and not mine. 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. Let go of that? Yes, 2 here. But now, move back a little bit. With just a little blow on it. These 2 over here link together as well, in the same fashion. Hold those for me, and pull on them. Make sure they're just solid rings. Yes? And then choose whichever one you want, and whichever spot on the ring that you want. Any spot. Whoa. Either one, and hold it just like this, with one hanging down in the middle. Yes, that's perfect, Andrew. Now move a little bit closer to the camera, about right here. Thank you. We have an interesting situation now because it's real magic. With my ring right here, and you holding the ring in front, okay? Well, where would the rings pass? They'd have to pass on the solid point here and the solid point here, right?
Right.
Andrew, I want you to feel this and see it, so don't look away. The count of 3, 1, 2, oh, count with me.
Oh, okay.
And everyone, count with me. 1, 2, 3. Let go. Thank you. And all 3 rings, well, now we have all 4, linked in a whole entire line. 1, 2, 3, 4 solid rings. Put your finger in the center right here, Andrew. It should happen.
What?
And that's where it melts off. You had your finger in it, right? Let's do this one more time. Put your finger in the center right here.
Yeah.
Watch it happen so. And now you have 2 over there. And for the last one, we'll just move them like this. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of The Alternative Facts. A big round of applause for Andrew. Thanks for helping me out today. And have a fabulous evening. I'll be back with more magic.